Hot and Yumaresque. It is the hot and Yumaresque season again, when lazy folks can lie around and sweat without working or exercising. That is the main reason why folks like to live in Arizona, or any place where the wind blows from down among Yuma. June is here, school is over, and it is getting quite comfortably warm. The women folks are either gone or getting ready to go to California beaches again. Not on account of the heat. No, just so that their children can learn to swim. There being no water here, and so much of it in the beaches, although not many of the Arizona men find it. Every child really ought to learn how to swim, especially if they live in the deserts, where they are so apt to get drowned in some of those dry lakes, mirages, and cloudbursts. Any Arizona woman can tell you that and prove it if you are married to her. So the women take the children down to the beaches in the summer and teach them how to swim. And we men generally have to drop all our work, no matter how important it is, and go along to see that none of them get drowned. The married man's first duty is to his family, and after all the trouble it is to raise a family out here in the dry country, we can't afford to take any chances of losing them in the water. Last summer, after we'd gotten located down at the beach in Seaside Villa, about 5 feet wide and 27 feet long, at $25 a foot a month, where I had to stick my leg out the window to get my pants on, and the next village neighbor's dog bit me in the second morning there. My wife remembered that she had forgotten to put any water on the piano and was going to send one of her neighbors to put some in when it happened to think that 2 bottles of old Gordon gin I'd left in the box couch. So I came back to Arizona to water the piano and ungin the box couch, not wishing to bother any of the neighbors. Not that they're any neighbors, but I know them well enough to risk 2 bottles of good Gordon gin on a box couch. In Arizona, you have to water the pianos in the summertime or they get hoarse. And so do I think the Gordon gin. It was night when I got there, and the wind was blowing down from towards the Yuma, and the house was hot and stuffy when I unlocked it. I lit a match to find a lamp or candle long enough to ungin the couch box before getting to the open air to sleep. I knew the piano could wait until morning for water, but the gin couldn't. I thought of a pair of pink candles my wife always kept on top of the piano for ornament and to look at, so I lit another match and turned to light the candles. I had to laugh. What I saw would have made a preacher laugh, and even a sour old maid. When we left, the candles were standing stiff up and straight, just waiting for a match to be ready to burn. Not now, though. Both of them were hanging over the edge of the candlesticks, sick, limp, and looking weary, with their heads hanging towards the floor in disgust. I managed to light one after turning it bottom side up, and went out of the kitchen to get some water, after unginning the couch box. And there on the floor, I found a big yellow mess in front of the cupboard. No, nothing had been in there, but my wife had left a pair of yellow rubber gloves on the cupboard shelf, and the heat had melted the fingers all off, and they had fallen to the floor. Yes, it really does get a little warm here. When the sun shines, the wind blows from down around Yuma. I'm saving the candles and what is left of the gloves just to show them and prove that I was an honest man and the Arizona truth is greater than any fiction. I was showing them to a lady from Massachusetts the other day, and she said, "For the land's sake of love, how do you stand it there?" "We don't," I answered. "We get luck of the gloves and candles. That's why the women go to the coast in the hot and humorous season."